Don't ask me why, but I had high hopes for Kraven the Hunter. You had Aaron Taylor Johnson in the lead, JC Chandor directing. Three of his movies prior to this were actually very good. Margin Call, A Most Violent Year, and the Netflix original Triple Frontier. Honestly, those movies are really good. I would recommend them even. Didn't want to take into account that this is a Sony Marvel comic book movie and their track record has been amazing. Not one of them would I recommend to anybody because I value their time. And time is a beautiful commodity and we should cherish it when given and definitely not waste. And does this movie try to turn the wheels in the franchise's favor? No. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Saeed. Nice to meet you. Without wasting any time, let's get into this masterpiece of a disaster. They had all the ingredients to make something very entertaining, but they chose to waste it to make something generic and formulaic to make the most of the box office. Oh wait, what? It's flopping? I wonder what could have caused such a phenomenon to happen. The feeling I got watching this movie, whether it was intended or not, feels like it was intended if you ask me, was that nobody really cared about what they were making. And they just wanted to waste our time and the studio's money. Because the budget of these movies resembles the GDP of some countries, ranging anywhere from 150 to 250 million dollars. And the end result always has you pondering, where the hell in this movie did they use all those hundreds of millions of dollars? The CGI, I've seen better CGI in much cheaper movies. Alien Romulus that came out early in 2024 had a budget of $80 million. Before I looked it up, I could have sworn it had a budget of $100 million. That's how good it looked. Then I looked up the budget of Craven. It cost $130 million. Where? Okay, fine. Let's just say I didn't give a crap about CGI. But what about the acting, the dialogue? This is where I felt a lot that nobody gave a about what they were putting up on screen. While you make movies, you're allowed to have various takes to get a scene right. Maybe time is of the essence. Fine, I'll take that into account. But if you're filming a dialogue scene and your actors are speaking as if they have just mastered the English language, oh my god, words? You would logically think, why don't we maybe, try it again? Because there's a scene where a character is telling another character about potions, the MacGuffin potion, and tarot cards, and the way they deliver their lines. The cards you have chosen will show you what your past, present, and future will be. And this potion has been brought down from the family for generations. It has a mixture of all the herbs and spices, a bit of oregano, salt, and pepper. It is very sacred to us. My brother and I just looked at each other and said, what the f? Does this scene come with the option for 2x speed? And that's not just one. There are a number of scenes where they chose the worst possible take with the worst possible delivery by actors who are definitely capable of giving so much more. The only three actors I would say in this movie that are decent, okay, are Aaron Taylor Johnson, Russell Crowe, and Alessandro Nivola. And that last one did have moments where it had me squinting at the screen. I'm like, you could have said that so much better. And Russell Crowe dons a Russian accent for this movie. For the most part, it's mostly okay. But there were times I had myself looking at the screen and saying, what the hell did he just say? I need subtitles, yo. Ravenos, my son, it was good to see you. Please bring your father a strong black coffee with some milk sugar and don't forget the muffin. What? And on top of the dialogue being abysmal and lazy, the attempt to try and fix it with ADR turned this movie into a straight-up lip-sync comedy. If anybody doesn't know what ADR is, sometimes in the post-production stage, if they need to add a little bit more dialogue to make a scene more cohesive or add in a joke to make it a little bit more lighthearted, to fix a scene in general, they have the actors come in and record that additional dialogue. And they do their best to hide it. Maybe when that person is looking away from camera or when the camera is focused on a different character, actually try and cover it up. In this movie, they don't even try. A number of times the character's face will be moving totally out of sync with what they are saying, and you can tell that they try and CGI'd it to make it look normal or a semblance of normal. Whoever was tasked with doing that, I'm regretfully telling you, mission failed. Well, there's a new Sony Marvel movie out called Kraven the Hunter, and I have ridiculously high hopes for it. But that's just me. I'm an optimistic person, so let's just hope my optimism is warranted and it's actually a good movie. Does anybody want to come? It reminded me of those old martial arts movie with horrible English dubbing.
Li Hao, what do you want? I want one of your men. Who's that? The one behind you. The fat dog. I don't know him.
But at least there you didn't care because you came from the martial arts action. Speaking about action, how is it? Eh? Nothing that stood out enough for me to say that, you know what, this movie is crap, but that start, middle, or finale action scene was well worth the price of admission. No. They're very run of the mill, not completely boring, neither is it breaking new ground for action set pieces. Is there any positives for this movie? I think Aaron Taylor Johnson was good in the movie. I think he would have been amazing if the script itself was written with the intent to entertain and, be cohesive. I'm a big fan of his. Kind of feel bad for him if you ask me. He's my pick for the next James Bond. We'll throw that out there. A good actor, British. Got that physique down. The guy does look like an animal. At least they got that right. And is young, so the studio can use him.
They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
What else do I like? Oh, yeah. There was this stealth scene where Craven was infiltrating an enemy hideout. And because he has the powers of an animal, he can move in really close. And I mean really close without being noticed. And that was fun to see. It made me say, that's cool. Anything else? This guy's supposed to be a formidable villain to Craven and give him some trouble throughout the movie. You watch it and tell me if he was used to the best of his abilities. Anything else? Nope, that's it. And they never tell you what kind of powers Craven has or what he's really capable of doing, which is fine. Show don't tell has always been a positive aspect of storytelling. But does he have the power of various animals or just the legendary lion he was chasing? Cause that's the animal that bled into him? Or is it the potion alone that does the bulk of it? I don't know, was just curious. Maybe the Google research will be more entertaining than this movie. So that'll be it for Craven the Hunter 2024. I'd give it maybe a 2 out of 10. Rewatchability is near 0.
Near zero.
Actually 0. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Please do all that good stuff for the channel. I appreciate you. And as always, my amazing brothers and sisters, peace, love, and I'll see you when I see you.